Right now on News4 Midday, D.C.'s mayor set to update COVID restrictions, the changes that could be coming to the district. Jury deliberations have now started in the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse. We'll get an update from outside of the Wisconsin courtroom on the last-minute instructions to the jurors.
And we've got a beautiful day. Thank goodness the wind has settled down. So light winds today, you can see blue skies. We've got big changes on the way, and I think you're going to like them. We'll talk more about that coming up.
News4 Midday starts now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News4 Midday. I'm Eun Yang. Right now, we're waiting for a COVID update from D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser. We could learn about changes to COVID restrictions in the district. Monday, the mayor hinted she may be considering rolling back restrictions and giving individuals and businesses more control. Yesterday, she told reporters we were shifting from a pandemic to an endemic, and that could change the way people assess risk.
What you'll hear discussed.
Americans try and sort through mixed messaging on boosters.
That was Sam Brock reporting. Health officials worry the U.S. could continue to see an increase in cases this winter as Europe is currently experiencing. Now to our weather. After a very cold morning, it's improving. Storm Team 4 meteorologist Lauryn Ricketts joins us now with what's turning out to be a pretty nice day. A little cold for my taste, but at least we don't have the winds, Lauryn.
You're right. I mean, those winds were cutting right through you yesterday. And looking a lot better today, mainly because we've got those blue skies out there and a lighter wind. Temperatures are going to continue to go up into the low to mid 50s. Now, listen, average temperature upper 50s for this time of year. So we're still below normal, but we'll take it, especially as we are not dealing with those winds out there today. But we do have lots of sunshine, maybe a few high clouds building in, but that's about it. Yeah, and temps and some rain in the mix. We'll talk more about that coming up.
All right, Lauryn, thanks so much. We'll see you then. Developing right now, we're expected to learn more about a pedestrian who was hit and killed on the Intercounty Connector in Silver Spring. The person was hit on westbound Maryland Route 200 just before Georgia Avenue around 3:30 this afternoon. The pedestrian died on the scene. Stay with News 4 as we continue to follow the investigation. The Spotsylvania County School Board has rescinded plans to pull books with sexually explicit content from library shelves. The move comes after passionate public testimony lasted for hours last night. Librarians, parents, and students spoke out opposing the book removal plan. The issue developed after parents found 2 books that describe pedophilia. However, critics of the ban say there is already policy in place to review book content.
This has happened before, and we are heading down.
We'll continue to monitor things here outside the courthouse. For now, though, that's the latest from Kenosha. I'm Jay Gray. Back to you.
Jay, thank you. New this morning, a report on the impact of lung cancer on our area. Coming up, the groups being hit hardest. Plus, signed and delivered how President Biden plans to build on his infrastructure win as his approval ratings drop again. And look what Shopper 4 just captured, a bus being lifted over Tyson's. Quite the scene there. We'll explain what's happening. Stay with us. News4 Midday. We'll be right back.
In the future. Reporting in Petworth, Justin Finch, News 4.
Still ahead, space junk threatens the space station, where it came from and who's to blame. Then this afternoon on Ellen, Kieran Culkin explains why it took him and his wife 7 weeks to decide on a name for their son.
She's in bed and we have a dry erase board and we just went over every name that we had thought of and be like, let's focus on girl names because, you know, we like these. And we narrowed it down to 2 girl names that we really liked. And we agreed that it was going to be one of those 2 names if it's a girl, and if it's a boy, we're screwed. And we had a boy.
Took a long time, but they have a name. The Kelly Clarkson Show airs at 2 o'clock right here on NBC4, followed by Ellen at 3. Then stick around for News 4 at 4. Stay with us. We'll be right back. That the space station was ever in danger. All right, crazy stuff happened out in space. It seems so dangerous. Yeah. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. You know what I mean, Lauryn Ricketts?
That is insane. What an incredible story. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like space junk.
Right.
Okay, and then I'm like, wow, that's
Even if it's a million miles away, it seems dangerous.
Yes, I know. And the fact that they were talking about just one little piece of debris for the International Space Station is 10 times the force of a bullet could really mess it up. I was like, wow, that puts it in perspective. But craziness happening in space. A little craziness happening around here because we go from temperatures in the 40s and 50s to temperatures in the 60s to temperatures in the 70s. And then hello winter, we're back into the 40s towards the end of this week. It is gorgeous out there right now. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of sunshine to go around. Over the next 4 days, not looking too shabby. So today, it's nice. Yeah, temperatures are below normal, but we don't have that wind. Blue skies for the remainder of the day. Now tomorrow, we're going to warm up. We're back in the 60s tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine. By Thursday, we're really warm, low 70s. How about that? And then we'll have some sun in the afternoon, and then we'll have some clouds and rain by Thursday night. By Friday, we're blustery, and we are cold as temperatures slip back in the 40s. It's going to be very similar to yesterday on Friday with those wind chills in the 20s and 30s. Few high clouds building in right now, but again, it's just going to be beautiful throughout the remainder of the afternoon. Still a little cool, and it will just be rain. You can see higher elevations out in West Virginia and Western Virginia getting a little bit of snow, but the rain pushes out of here just after midnight. Rapid clearing. The winds pick up for Friday morning, and that'll set the scene for not only Friday, but also this upcoming weekend. We'll talk more about the weekend in detail coming up.
All right, Lauren, thanks so much. A Thanksgiving tradition is underway here at News 4, and we want to thank all of you for your generous donations to our Food for Families campaign. Just one day in, and we're nearly halfway to our $100,000 goal. You've donated more than $44,000. Every dollar makes a difference helping our neighbors in need. And it is not too late to help. You can still make a tax-deductible donation to Food for Families by going to NBCWashington.com/community. Thank you for your support every year. Well, we're keeping an eye on a press conference happening right now in D.C. Coming up, we'll have an update on COVID restrictions in the city and building a park in the sky, how buses being lifted on top of skyscrapers in Northern Virginia will be used.
You're watching News 4 Midday.
New details in a mysterious Loudoun County home invasion that left a man dead and his fiancee hurt. Police say 22-year-old suspect Melvin Wasicki came to the Leesburg home several times the day before. A deputy told him to leave the property. Sunday afternoon, deputies found 40
food trucks by this spring. At the Perch and Tyson's, Juliana Valencia, News 4.
A lot to do there. Still ahead, new information on a D.C. Christmas tradition. And will we see the return of the 70s after a few chilly days? Lauryn Ricketts is back with her updated forecast. Stay with us. Welcome back. Christmas is in the air. I know we still have to get through Thanksgiving, but the 99th annual National Christmas Tree Lighting will be held on Thursday, December 2nd. The ceremony will be hosted by LL Cool J and include a number of performances, including Billy Porter, Chris Stapleton, Patti LaBelle, and the Howard Gospel Choir. The National Christmas Tree site will be open to the public starting December 4th through January 1st. Always nice to see out there. And it's the kind of weather, I know, that feels like Christmas right now because we have such cold days these last few days, Lauren.
I know it's been super chilly out there, but it's going to feel more like spring as we head into tomorrow and into your Thursday. Beautiful view out there right now. I've got to thank Billy Pritchard from Ashburn for calling me just a second ago and telling me about the Leonids meteor shower for tonight. And it's going to be a great night to do it because, listen, temperatures are going to be in the 30s and 40s. It's not going to be bitterly cold. I mean, that's chilly, but not crazy cold. So clear skies for tonight. Look east just after midnight tonight. And this is one of the more famous ones where you could see up to, thousands of meteors, falling stars per hour. Don't know if we'll get that around here because we're just one little cycle away from seeing a full moon. So it's waxing gibbous moon. That could drown out some of the meteors, but I definitely think that you'll be able to see some of them from about midnight to about dawn. And again, that sun coming up just right before 7 a.m., about 6:50-ish, so around there. But anytime before 6 a.m., you should be able to see it before we get into that twilight zone. So not looking too bad out there tonight. If you want to look east after midnight, you may capture a few. Let me know on Twitter if you do. Current temperatures now, we're coming on up. We're going to be in the low to mid 50s for daytime highs today. And then that temperature goes up from there. By Tuesday, it's up. So a little blustery as we get into your Friday with temperatures in the upper 40s. We're going to talk more about the weekend in detail. We do have just a little bit of rain possibly this weekend. So we'll talk more about when that could be coming up.
All right, we'll see you then. Lauren, thank you. Well, thinking about trying to make it big on social media, coming up, a local mom shares her secrets to success. And tennis star Venus Williams in D.C. for the premiere of a movie about her family. What she says will surprise you about the film. Of the 20th anniversary of Xbox, they go on sale today with a $10,000 price tag. And I'm sure someone's going to buy it. Still ahead, meet a 13-year-old with a heart of gold. But first, why iPhone 13s are hard to find.
The iPhone 13 went on sale 9 weeks ago, but it's still harder to get one than the iPhone 12 was last year. JP Morgan says delivery times for the iPhone 13 are up to 10 days, and if you want a 13 Pro or Pro Max, you may have to wait almost a month. The global semiconductor chip shortage is impacting Apple's ability to deliver iPhones faster. The U.S. accounts for about 35% of global iPhone shipments, and JP Morgan says supply is not expected to catch up with demand until February. And say goodbye to disappearing tweets. Twitter is rolling out updates it promised back in September to address a long-standing complaint that tweets sometimes disappear from view just as you're reading through them, and it's because your feed refreshes. A fix is now available on the web version of Twitter. It will make it so you can decide when to refresh your feed, and to do so, you can click the tweet counter bar at the top of the page, and that'll refresh it for you. With your CNBC Morning Business Report, I'm Silvana Henao.
We're now back with breaking news out of the district. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser announcing she is lifting the indoor mask mandate this coming Monday. Drew Wilder's at the live desk now with breaking details. Drew, what's happening?
Some big news on Mayor Muriel Bowser announcing just minutes ago that the government-mandated mask requirement in the district will lift on Monday, November 22nd in most settings. The mayor says
their place first.
Kerry Sanders, NBC News.
What a beautiful gesture for that fine young man. Just restores your faith in humanity. And that does it for News 4 Midday. Thanks so much for joining us. We are back on the air this afternoon, first at 4, and you can get the news and weather anytime with the NBC Washington app. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the morning.